Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has given us unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
A friend of mine has 4 boys, all named after faithful biblical men, in hopes that they would love and follow the Lord as their namesakes. One of these is Caleb, and from what she's told me, he has grown up to be a godly young man, and she continues to pray that he will follow the Lord's path for him. If you happen to be looking for a good godly baby name, Caleb would be a good choice. His name comes from 2 Hebrew words, kol meaning all, and lev meaning heart. And from what we read about Caleb in the Bible, he was indeed wholeheartedly devoted to the Lord. As we've seen for the past few days, Caleb, along with Joshua, saw the wonders of the Promised Land, the same as the other 10 men who spied out the land. But instead of being discouraged because of the strength of the people there, Caleb and Joshua were excited to jump in and see what God would do. And it seems like Caleb became the spokesman for the 2 faithful spies. Unfortunately, the people chose not to heed the encouraging voice of Caleb. Instead, they chose to follow the pessimism of the 10 spies who said, "This is impossible. Let's go back to Egypt." This is what God had to say about it. "Because all these men have seen my glory and the signs which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have put me to the test now these 10 times, and have not heeded my voice, they certainly shall not see the land which I swore to their fathers, nor shall any of those who rejected me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he has a different spirit in him and has followed me fully, I will bring into the land where he went, and his descendants will inherit it." Caleb had faithfully stood up for the Lord and his promises and encouraged others to do so as well. He had obeyed. God didn't hold him responsible for their response. Caleb found favor with the Lord and remembered how God had commended him for the rest of his life. 4 decades later, he quoted this to Joshua as he reminded him what part of the land he was supposed to inherit. Though he was 85 years old by that time, Caleb declared, "I'm as strong this day as on the day Moses sent me." So he and his family, not the whole Israelite army, drove out those giants from the fortified cities those other 10 spies had been so fearful of. Just his little family. And again, it was stated that Caleb wholeheartedly followed the Lord God of Israel. Caleb confidently had faith in God's power and promises. He spoke out and tried to encourage Israel to trust the Lord. Don't we want to be faithful encouragers like that? We shouldn't let other people's pessimism and faithlessness keep us from standing for what's right, even if we're the only ones standing. Who do you know that needs encouragement? How can you be wholehearted so that God can use you to be an encourager like Caleb?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. We'd love to hear the treasures God has given you through His Word. You can listen to other episodes at our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.